Hello and welcome to Mission Impactful, where we connect with some great local nonprofits who are making it their mission to be impactful. Hi, everyone. I'm Tara Thompson-Cusack, President and CEO of the Troy Chamber of Commerce and the Nonprofit Network, and most importantly, your host. First, I would like to take a moment to thank our presenting sponsor, Trion Solutions. Stay tuned for our very first commercial break where you can learn how you can rely on Trion. So today on Mission Impactful, we're going to learn about a local nonprofit, Sparkle Network, a 501c3 nonprofit community of charity, business, comedy, and more. Creating awareness and giving a louder voice to organizations and causes based in Michigan. Sparkle Network focuses on all things Metro Detroit with signature programs such as the Prom Closet, Dressed into a Dream, Operation Little Princess, and Sparkle Rap Tour comedy events. Founded and led by Lietz, whose diverse interests in education has helped broaden her considerable network and fine-tune her natural ability to make a friend out of a stranger. Her background in pageants and now delving into the comedy world has helped her develop excellent networking skills and poise under pressure. It's her passion for charity involvement, which was the driving force behind the creation of Sparkle Network. The running joke, which is actually very true, Mo waves her magic wand behind the scenes and makes powerful magic. Mo, welcome. Mo, thanks so much for joining us today. First, let's just talk a little bit about how Sparkle Network got started.
Okay, we're going to tell the non-drinking version today.
I know. Well, that sparkles too, but you do you.
No, it's interesting because every story, you got to wonder, and there's always a pretty and there's always a downright just this is the way it happened Grady story.
All on a bev nap. We understand.
I know. So that's why I always say that, what story are we going to tell today? But no, it started because of things I was seeing in our area here. I mean, we're Michigan. We're Metro Detroit. We're not going nowhere. This is our home. And so it was seeing gaps in places of things that we haven't continued on with, but that were brought to us that, hey, this is kind of important. You need to talk about this too. And so we have evolved over 11 years. It's 11 years this year.
That's insane.
It's crazy to think. I know. And it was just that's literally what happened. It was seeing gaps and things that, okay, there is still a need there. There still is something there. And in fact, one of the things we're going to talk about today, there's still a need that needs to, and it's been in the news a lot. That's when we talk about the senior side.
Yeah.
That really needs to evolve more so. And I keep hitting this. And that's how it all started. It was stuff I saw. And I said, okay, we're going to do something.
So with that being said, I look in your mission statement and you actually work with seniors to seniors, which I actually really like that. I had to read it twice. So I was like, I get it. But let's talk about the first seniors.
Yes.
So are we talking seniors in high school?
Yes.
Perfect. So what are we doing within that sector helping seniors from high school? Let's talk a little bit about that.
Okay. So one of the things that started the very first year that we didn't know about that was brought to our attention is there started to be a great divide with kids and what they can afford.
Yeah.
And so what started in 2015 and 323 kids later this year.
323. That's fantastic.
Ladies. We started what was called Prom Closet Project Tour. And 2014, it was one spot, and that's what I learned. It was in Utica schools. And I was asked, could it move from a little bit? So we started to move in Macomb County. We've moved to Oakland County. We've been downriver. And it was just based on feedback from kids. So that's primarily for high school seniors.
So explain what the prom closet is, because obviously it's grown, it's moved.
Yes.
It's 323 students have taken advantage of this, but talk us through what you need, how you get it there, and how does this go out to these students?
You got it. So every spring, because that's when prom is, so we're typically out March and April because the proms are typically in May or end of April. It's dresses. It's free dresses for these kids. It's shoes.
Oh, so formal dresses.
Oh, yes. The big money formal dresses. Yes. The shoes, the jewelry. Some years we've had makeup donated in. It's we get surprised every year, and that's one of the neatest things. We get people who say if you get kids from certain school districts or certain schools, hey, we'll do this for them. And they have no idea. I mean, we get surprises when we're out on the tour because it goes for typically 3 weeks over weekends. And yeah, so we do donation times opposite of when we do stops. So, because that's important because of the component I'm going to talk about in a second.
So it's kind of refilling your stock.
Yes.
So refilling retail
Yes.
almost format.
Yes.
Okay.
So we do the donation times in the summer and the winter.
Oh.
Because then we replenish for what's coming up. So in the fall, a component got created called Dress Into a Dream, and that's homecoming dress sale. And we call it that because we had younger kids come up in the following years of prom closet. So in 2016, we had a question, hey, do you do something similar for her homecoming? Do you do free or something? And we're like, okay, we're going to think about this. Well, some of what we were getting donated in was homecoming, more appropriate.
The shorter dresses.
The shorter,
Yeah.
the less poof, the less everything, right? And so we're like, okay, so in 2017, Dress Into a Dream became real. And so kids can buy dresses for $10 a pop. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And they can buy jewelry for $2. So it's a way for those who are not seniors, who are those sophomores. So we start at freshmen, who are sophomores, who can then help an older kid. They may not be that older kid come down their time, they're a senior, but that's a way for them to help. Or it helps families who just need that relief instead of buying a $150 dress.
Yeah, well, and they're more than that. And
Well,
that's
yes.
I just took my niece shopping for homecoming dresses,
Yes.
and wow, it is overwhelming how expensive that has become. And I think what's really unique about what you're doing is like we can actually talk to the students after the dance and say, if you're not going to wear it next year, which you know they're not,
Nope.
maybe that they have the opportunity to donate it and kind of pay it forward for another student who may not be able to afford a dress like that.
Right. And who think that, they're in a school system where it is really like a who can do better than who. And not everybody can.
We can't all
that.
keep up with the
No.
Joneses, nor should we.
No.
So with that being said,
Yes.
how do parents, or how do we get this information in front of parents and students, and how can they donate their dresses?
Oh, yeah. So we do it, like I said, in the spring or summer and winter.
Okay.
So just look on our website. We announce it.
Perfect.
We have spots where you can donate. So that's it. We do shoes and I can't talk. Shoes and dresses. I know I have to think about this. It's like, wow, okay.
Well, because you do so much. I think
Right.
that you have to take a step back and say, I don't know all of it because it's so much, which is good.
I know it's good. It's like, okay, summer and winter is when we do those, because then the time slots when we're trying to reach the families is in the fall and in the spring.
Perfect.
So we tried to do it where it was both. It got way too confusing. We tried early on and it was no.
You got a lot on your plate, so I understand the
Yes.
reasoning behind that. So,
Yes.
guys, I think this is a good moment to take a quick break and hear a word from our presenting sponsor, Trion Solutions. We'll be right back.
My name is Jenny Brown. I am the CEO of Dutton Farm. We are a nonprofit in the behavioral health system. In the nonprofit sector, we are all focused on keeping our costs down while also maintaining the quality of services that we deliver. And a great way to do that is to partner with Trion Solutions so they can come alongside of you for those HR functions and make sure you are operating with excellence in that area.
And that's why we rely on Trion.
You can always rely on Trion.
Welcome back to Mission Impactful, presented by Trion Solutions. We are here with Mo from Sparkle Network. So, Mo, we talked about seniors, high school seniors,
Yes.
and some freshmen and sophomores
Yeah.
too. But we have an aging population.
Yes.
And we talked about there being gaps in services and gaps in things of need. Talk to me a little bit about what you guys are doing within the aging population.
Okay. So we specifically work with Alzheimer's, dementia, and Parkinson's families.
Okay.
So underneath the dementia umbrella, I talk with my hands.
It's okay.
I know.
We're animated people.
It's horrible. I talk with my hands. So under the dementia umbrella does fit Alzheimer's and Parkinson's, and most people don't realize that. It's the way the plaque affects the brain. So that's how those got put together. And my own mom had dementia and Alzheimer's, and she was diagnosed actually before Sparkle started. And it was seeing what doesn't exist in the medical community, and sadly still kind of doesn't, about you get a diagnosis, and you're given maybe some meds. And honestly, it's probably too late for some of the earlier ones.
The onset.
It's called Aricept is one of the meds that they try to give you, but you really have to take it much earlier than when you get diagnosed most cases. And then you're just told to figure it out. And it's a roller coaster, and you really need to know. So what we do is we help the families. I take them on like a coffee date. My voice is going away. And we go to a coffee shop, and we sit and we get out of crisis mode, because that's usually when I see families. They have their loved ones in the hospital for a virus or they fell, and they start to realize, okay, there's a lot more going on. And we sit, make sure there's a medical power of attorney. We make sure there's a power of attorney. We look into their insurances besides Medicare and Medicaid, see what they have in place, what they want to do if something were to happen to them. Then we start to look at if they have anything legal. I don't care about the numbers. My point is to get this out in the open, because
So it's almost like a roadmap per se, because I would assume everyone is already beyond stressed.
Yes.
And it's emotionally causing on you as a caregiver.
Oh, yeah.
So having like this type of resource is helpful, but these are things that I would have never even, when you talk about gaps,
Yes.
that's a huge gap.
It's a
I
huge
don't know
gap.
anybody doing that.
No. And the big thing in the medical community, and they'll admit to it no matter the system around here, is, a social worker isn't a social worker. It's not in what people think. They're pretty much taking information, they're taking numbers, or they may be helping direct you. Because I just went through this with another family member, and it's not that. It's, we would be given a handout of all these rehab places, and it's like, you pick. That helps nobody, because you don't know the reputation. You can go online, you can look at what the reviews are, but unless you have someone who has knowledge,
It's tough.
it's not pretty.
Well, it's just 55 phone numbers.
Well, yeah, and we lived it. We already went through it, so we know. Like, we had a bad experience. I know someplace never to send somebody to. It's horrible, but it's true.
Yeah.
And so that's what we do. We help them in that way. We do videos on Facebook called Purple Page Talks, and it's me talking to other different professionals and things people don't sometimes realize.
Oh.
So that came out of a lot of hospital visits in 2017 with my mom, where I literally was getting pulled by nurses at night because I was the night person. And they would say, hey, go talk to this family, because they're just starting. You're on this, many-year journey, please. And I was like, okay.
Didn't know you'd want to be a mentor in this category at that time.
No, had not a clue. So we do that. And then we have our annual comedy show called Mom Would Be So Proud. And that's in November each year.
I love the name of that.
So that's how we raise money for, and because we give little respite grants out for people starting in home care, because insurance, there's a gap.
Yeah.
Big shock. Depending on your age and all that, there's a gap.
Yeah.
So we do that besides, taking them out to coffee, small things that we can do to help them, because I've already lived it. And it's a roller coaster ride. You don't know what to expect with. So that's our Alzheimer's Dementia Family Fund side, our senior side of things. So,
well, you mentioned events. So
Yes.
obviously you do a comedy tour,
Yes.
but talk me through some of the events that people can either come to or participate in, or even, I guess, watch in that scenario. Well, it is comedy, so sometimes you never know.
It's all
Interactive. But talk me through some of those ways.
you got it. So we'll go start from the beginning of the year. So
Sure.
normal year.
'Kay.
We don't have a special year. We have a normal year.
Every year is special, Mo.
I know,
Okay.
but it's like some people go like July. No.
Perfect.
So we're just January. So in February, we do an event called Heartbreakers, and we combine with this will be 4 other charities, and we all are different, obviously. So we do that. For us, I didn't get to talk about this on the senior side, but we have a scholarship called the Dream, Believe, and Do Scholarship. And we had 2 winners this year, so we have 2 kids representing us this year.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
What is the scholarship for?
So it is, they write an essay what their dream is, how they believe they're going to do it, and what they're going to do it. And they have to have community service in their background.
I love that.
So we had...
You're building future mission impactful guests.
Pretty much.
I like this. Okay.
So, yeah. So for us, it goes toward that scholarship, but the other nonprofits, so we share a space. We're at the Emerald Theater. We've been there for multiple years now. So we have that in February. So we had 2 winners. Our winners will go back and talk in February. They do in February. So then in March, then we go right into Prom Closet Project, getting out there into the world.
Yep.
So that we have that going on. And then people can come and help. Like, if you want to come help set up, please, pretty please, because we big totes of dresses.
Well, another thing with that,
Yeah.
can we have like parents or volunteers try to recruit more dresses?
Oh, that'd be
like,
great.
Are there
In
any
January.
like in a January time? So
yes.
January,
January, please.
if we can go ahead and get these moms out there to maybe do like a recruitment drive for dresses too,
That would be fabulous. And shoes.
and shoes.
8s to 11s, please.
Oh, wonderful.
Please.
What about the 6.5 people? That's fine. It's okay.
I don't want to talk about
Okay,
it. We're
fine.
right in the
You're
same
fine.
boat, Tara. Like, just see bigger feet every year and bigger size. I know. It's
There we go. We'll
It's a
go.
whole thing. So Prom Closet Project. Then we have, in June, we do part of the Alzheimer's Dementia World. We do something called Utica Palooza. We partner with another senior-related charity that's out of Macomb.
Yep.
And we do a walk, and it had a vendor market this year. And we usually add something on. This year we did a Jimmy John's game.
Oh, nice.
As part of it. And we call it that because Utica, it all stays in Utica, and it's multiple events in one day. Then we go into Dress into a Dream, the homecoming dress sales. And then from that, we take a small trip to Children's Hospital in October and take fake pumpkins and get to be, yes. So we do Merry Not Scary, but we're good witches, and we take our stuff down to the kids. And so that's been going on it'll be 12 years this year. Oh, my goodness. And then November is Mom Would Be So Proud, which goes to our All Dementia Family Fun stuff. And then in December, we have something called Loving and Giving Trees. And businesses can have them. They're 2-foot trees. And they can pick anything that we do to have it, and that's how we decorate them. So our All Dementia ones have been called Sweet Dreams. We've used different candy, different
Purple ribbons,
all sorts
things
of
like that.
sweet stuff on
Yeah.
it. We do one for the dress programs. We do one for the scholarship. So it's a way for people who are shopping at a business to learn about us. So it's our like little enticer to, you want to learn more about us? Because in all honesty, until you have a kid who needs a dress, or you have a family member who starts to not remember things, you may not have any kind of contact with us.
Yeah.
But we're here. So that's why we do the trees or the smaller things, so people can start to realize we are here.
I love it. Well,
So-
Mo, thank you so much for joining us. Obviously, we know Sparkle Network is making a very large impact and really touching all ages, which I
Yes.
think is really, it's inspiring, but I love that you guys now are actually having where you move around a little bit more
Oh, yeah.
because you're meeting people where they are. And I think that's a big factor. So thank you so much for joining us.
you.
It's been wonderful chatting with you today.
Appreciate it.
And that's all we have here today on Mission Impactful. Special thanks to our guest, Mo Lietz, and our presenting sponsor, Trion Solutions. To learn more about the nonprofit network or to join the Troy Chamber, go to troychamber.com. We all have the ability to make a positive impact, so I hope you make it your mission today to be impactful. Thanks, everyone, and have a great rest of your day.